It is Monday, July 22nd at 1 a.m. So it is officially the beginning of the reading rush, and I'm just gonna probably get half an hour at least to read, and I'm reading the first book, If You Ever Tell by Carleen Thompson, the purple cover. Hopefully I'll get a few pages in before I fall asleep. It is Tuesday, July 23rd at 2:30 a.m. I didn't get much done reading today. It was a busy day. I'm only about 150 pages in, which I am not off to a great start. But it is very entertaining, so I'm sure that today, will be less busy and I will read this book. It is 2:33 p.m. on Tuesday. I'm going to take a break from reading this, and I'm going to start reading Girl Interrupted in the same spot the entire time, which is... This is the spot I chose to read Girl Interrupted. It is so nice outside for once, so I think it's the perfect time to do so. It's about 4 o'clock. I am halfway through. I took a couple of breaks because sitting in this chair for 2 hours is a little much, but I am determined to finish it today. Taking a little break, watching my cat be outside. She loves being outside. Here comes my doggie. Hello, Ripley. Come to visit me. Oh, it's a little one. Nebula. Oh no. It is 7 p.m. I'm almost done with the book. I took lots of breaks. I weed whacked my yard a little and fed the animals. Feeding my deer. Hello. Hi, cutie. Here you go. Hi. Hi, cutie. Go ahead. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry. Give him some room. Hi. So now I'm going to finish the book. Sadly, I don't like it as much as I did the first time I read it. She keeps going back and forth between timelines, which isn't confusing. I just wish it was more in like a chronological order, but I still do enjoy it. I think it's sad that the mental health system is not working, and I think mental hospitals can be worse for patients, especially if they are not treated correctly. And it just makes me sad. In a situation I just read that Susanna had to get her wisdom teeth pulled, and she was under, and then when she woke up, she asked the dentist how much time it took, and he was like, oh, not long at all. And she's like, well, what? 2 seconds, 2 minutes, what? And he didn't answer. And then she asked the head nurse who took her to the dentist, and she was just like, oh, not long at all. And no one was giving her an answer, and she, until she screamed, was like, it's my time that I lost, I need to know. And then the dentist rolled his eyes and was like, you can handle this. And she starts crying, and it's like, how simple would it have been just to answer her question? Like, just treat her normally, answer her question, and she wouldn't have gotten mad, and then they wouldn't have looked at her like she was crazy and like a problem. She wasn't a problem. You just wouldn't answer her question, and I think that's really sad. I know this book takes place in the 60s, and you would think things regarding mental illness would have changed, but it really hasn't. So when Susanna's out and she tells people she spent 2 years in a mental hospital, they automatically treat her different. You know, they look at her like she is insane and that there's something wrong with her. And it sucks that even all this time has passed, there's still a stigma attached to people who have mental illnesses. I know people who have borderline personality disorder, just like Susanna. I know people who are schizophrenic. I have an anxiety disorder. And there is nothing wrong with them. There shouldn't be such a stigma with people who have mental illness. It's like if you have a mental illness, people want you to get help. And when you do get help and you say you've been in a mental institution, they look at you like you're crazy. It's like someone with a mental illness cannot win. It is 7:44 p.m. on Tuesday, and I just finished my first book from the reading rush, and this is the one I read in the same exact spot. Overall, I like this book. Like I said, I didn't like it as much as I did the first time I read, but I still am going to keep the rating as 4 stars because I did enjoy it. It is Wednesday, July 24th at 3 a.m. and I have 100 pages left to read of this book. I really tried to finish it. I really wanted to finish it, but I'm so tired, so I'm going to bed. This is a good book. It is her classic mystery novel, and I'm enjoying it. It is 6 p.m. on Wednesday, and I just got back from the mall. My boyfriend's birthday's on Sunday, so I had to get him a present. So that means I haven't read yet. It is 9 p.m. and I finally finished If You Ever Tell by Carleen Thompson. I really enjoyed it. Like I do with all Carleen Thompson books, it is an easy read mystery, and it's a standard mystery, but I really enjoy it. Of course, it had a romance. All Carleen Thompson books do. And so now I will be starting on my 3rd book, which is Final Girls by Riley Sager. It is 11 p.m. and I'm on page 33 of Final Girls, and so far I'm hooked. I really enjoy it. It leaves me wanting to know what happened. I'm on chapter 3 and they're discussing about what happens at the cottages. Beginning of the cottages. Because the girl Quincy, when she was in college, she goes to a cottage with her friends and she's the only one who comes out alive. And so now they're starting the story of the cottages. So they just arrived at the cottages. And what's funny is that the cottage is in the Poconos. And of course it has to be the Poconos. I live in the Poconos, and so I find that pretty hilarious. It is 12 a.m. on Thursday, and I am exercising while reading. Just gonna be an easy workout because I can't do anything too strenuous while reading. Tired. It is around 2 p.m. and I'm just sitting outside for a while, just getting some fresh air. I'm on page 130 in the book of Final Girls, just letting my dogs have some fun. Hello, so it is 11 a.m. on Friday. I am at my job, and while I clean, I'm going to listen to an audiobook, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I finished Final Girls last night, and I really enjoyed it. At the end, I was hooked. The story goes back and forth between now and the past, where all her friends were murdered, and so the suspense was between both of them, so I kept going back and forth, and I'm just like, I just needed to know what happened. And so at the end, I just sped right through it. And I did read a little bit of The Restaurant at the End of the Universe by Douglas Adams last night, but right now I'm going to listen to the audiobook of Harry Potter while I'm at work. I don't know if some people think that is cheating, but I won't get through all listening to the audiobook, so I will be reading also. It is Friday at 11:42 p.m. and I am all over the place reading. I am on page 151 in Mortal Engines. I'm on page 93 in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And I am on page 200 on the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, which is the restaurant at the end of the universe. And I'm reading on my iPad The Last Olympian, and I'm 21% done with that. Just have 4 books to read in like 2 days, and so I'm just reading a little bit of everything so I don't get too bored. It is 5:05 p.m. on a Sunday. I just got back from the beach. And I finished Mortal Engines, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't get reading done yesterday because I was celebrating my boyfriend's birthday, so I still have to finish Harry Potter and Percy Jackson's, but those are quick reads, so hopefully I will be able to get it done today. It is 10 p.m.-ish on Sunday, and I just finished Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I took a nap from the last time I updated, but I loved it. I haven't read it since it first came out, and that was years and years ago, and I was very, very young. And there's so many things that I didn't remember about it, like, because I have, like, the movie references in my head that I remember, that things connected in the book that wasn't in the movie, and so I'm really glad that I reread it, and I will probably continue rereading the Harry Potter series, since there are probably a lot of things I do not remember. Now I will continue reading Percy Jackson, my last book. It is midnight, and I am officially done. I finished Percy Jackson, The Last Olympian. I really enjoyed it. I am so glad that I was able to push through and read all my 7 books. So let me know if you participated in the reading rush, and like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!